loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
The air ball on the stop. A loss of 3 yards brings up 4th down.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
the Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, it's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Lavonte Davis. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8 coming up.
11-yard line.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
For the extra point.
So late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to them a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 29, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady going to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Pickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
4-yard line.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And some room to maneuver. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brandon Dunn in on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
The ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
7-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
The game, 13-all.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The 40-yard line.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Jordan
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Down Texans.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
9-yard line.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts
He was brought down
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
4-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the gun. Brady, he's going deep for Brown, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Play action, now it's Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Decision time now on 4th and about a yard and a half.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the 1st down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin him down deep, and play field position.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run the counter. Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now Brady on the bootleg. Oh, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Levante David in on the tackle.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. 2nd and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
First down, Houston.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Jason Pierre-Paul on the side.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. No gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. And
he is in for the score. And it is It's absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
19.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it